Hi, my name is Logan Van Winkle,
And I'm Haley Bezek.
and we work for SarahScoop.com. Last week, we were lucky enough to get an advanced screening of Spider-Man: Far From Home. Today, we wanted to share with you our thoughts because the movie comes out this week. Haley, what did you think about the movie?
So I always love Marvel movies, especially Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I think he's probably my favorite Spider-Man just because he brings so much youth into the character. And also this movie is really great because it's not just a superhero movie. It's also kind of dealing with a lot of teen things and high school things, which is very relatable.
Yeah, I agree with that. Spider-Man: Homecoming was one of my favorite superhero movies of all time. It was easily my favorite Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Kind of as you mentioned, Tom Holland is so much better than the past actors. Tobey Maguire's cool, but he's not great.
They look like 30-year-old guys playing in high school.
Exactly. The first Spider-Man trilogy is really good. Tobey Maguire, I want someone else. Then Andrew Garfield, I really like him, but those movies are not good. Tom Holland, as you mentioned, he just brings a different kind of energy, and it's just something that I like a lot. But Spider-Man: Homecoming, as I mentioned, is one of my favorites because of what you're talking about. The kind of high school coming of age type aspect to it makes it different than all the other superhero movies. It feels very grounded in reality rather than being out in space or being a part of another dimension, which is still interesting, but it just makes it different.
Yeah, and also this is the first movie post Endgame, and spoiler alert, everything has changed. It's kind of weird going back into a normal superhero movie, I guess, after everything is completely changed after Endgame with Tony Stark and Captain America and everything's happening.
Yeah, and kind of last year after Infinity War came out and Ant-Man and the Wasp came out in July, it was a nice little breather, a nice time to kind of decompress. Yes, it still has a villain, it still has the aspects that make superhero movies, full of tension, but it is so much more relaxed compared to the high stakes of Endgame.
It is. It's not as heavy. It's got really cool new characters. Love Jake Gyllenhaal so much as
I love
Mysterio.
Jake. I love him in general.
He's a great guy. But he really, I think, fit really well into this movie, and the way his character develops throughout the movie, you never know what's going to happen next. I think this movie has probably the most plot twists of a Spider-Man film, for sure.
Yeah, and it kind of gives it away just with his name. He is truly a mysterious character, which just sounds kind of obvious, but you're not really sure what's going on with him. You're not sure what he's about, and he almost seems just kind of awkward at first.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know what he's doing.
But kind of cool.
Yeah, no. But Jake Gyllenhaal, as Haley mentioned, he's a great actor. It was great to see him in a Marvel movie because he's just so talented in general. And so to see someone so talented make a villain complex where it could just very easily just be, another, big bad guy, to have a more complex villain is something that I think really makes both this movie and the past Spider-Man movie stand apart from all the other Marvel movies.
For sure. We also get into a little bit more of Peter Parker and MJ's relationship, which is exciting. Zendaya, love her character. She really brings just kind of an awkwardness again, but a very relatable teenager awkwardness. It's very much a high school crush situation, which is kind of fun to watch unfold because I know I've been there, and it's watching those cringy moments, but you're it's cute.
Yeah. And both Tom Holland and Zendaya are just so likable in this movie.
They are.
And in these movies, it's so easy to have the love interest just be there to be a love interest. But I truly care about MJ and I care about their relationship, which just goes to show how good of actors they are, but also how strong the writing, the writing is, that it's not just about Spider-Man. Yeah. It's about Peter Parker and MJ and their friends and their entire class that I'm interested in. It's about so much more than the title character.
Yeah, it's funny. It's Far From Home, like the title mentions. There's a lot of really cool filming locations in Europe that I thought was really fun to watch everything unfold. It's not just Times Square getting destroyed anymore, you know? It's everything kind of happening at once, which I liked. It was a really good movie.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
No, I really enjoyed it. Honestly, I saw it for free at that advanced screening last week. I will likely see it in theaters again because
Definitely.
I liked it so much. This summer so far hasn't been super exciting with the movies, but I really, really enjoyed Far From Home, and I highly recommend it.
And make sure you stay for the end credit scenes.
Yes.
Mine will be blown.
There are two, and one of them in particular genuinely changes
Change the whole movie.
the course of where Marvel is going. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm so excited to find out.
Anyways, that was the scoop on Spider-Man Far From Home.